Welcome to Studio Chatter. Angie.
Hello.
It's you and me. Again, we're a little sparse around here at the table. This is getting to be a habit.
This could be, or it could be, summer.
I'm going to go with summer.
I do too.
Which you've been busy already this summer.
I have been. I was busy like end of year, like so busy in May, and then we ended up taking our big family vacation with the like adult siblings of the Murphy fam.
And remind me where you went.
We went to the Outer Banks.
Okay, is that a place we all want to go see?
It is. And you know what? I was kind of indifferent. Like, I had heard so many great things. My friend Allie Dart, she lived a little bit south of where we were going, but just told us how amazing, just laid back, just the other side of the ocean, how different it was.
And had you been to the East Coast?
No, I've been to New York and Florida, but not right
beaches.
there. Right.
Oh.
So when we got there, our house was right on the beach, like the little wooden picket fences, just all the deals, just charming and cute.
Oh,
but then it did rain for 4 days, so we were kind of trapped inside. But then we got out a little bit, and I was able to see the wild horses on the beach, and it was just charming.
Just good.
It was just good. Good getaway.
Good.
And then I come back to a new grandbaby.
So did she have him while you were gone?
No.
You were
So
here.
we were nervous that she would.
Okay.
But they ended up they were going to induce her on the 12th. She kind of changed things up. And then she called me the night of the 10th and said, "Mom, it's a full moon. I'm feeling like maybe I could have it." And I was like, "Oh, you're reading into that." And we kind of joked about it and everything. And then sure enough, she called me at like 5 in the morning and she was in labor. And
oh my gosh, that's awesome. So you have number
8.
Number 8. Can you even believe it?
And he is just yummy and sweet. He looks like Knox, his older brother, but different.
Yeah.
So
you can tell they're brothers, but they have their own little
but just sweet disposition but then I left to Lake Powell right after that.
Oh my
so I had him for like 5 days and I just went and loved on him tonight and he is just yummy.
I had the kids up at my house and hugging on one of them too. It's fun.
Where are you? I know. You have how many? Tell us, update us. I don't know if we've talked about that.
Yeah, I think last time when
Did
you were
you?
here,
Okay.
I'm at number 7. We had one in April and one in May.
And
so
then
busy.
So busy.
Yeah.
It's so great.
It is so fun.
Is this the first time you kind of had back-to-back grandbabies
no,
like that?
we have 3-year-olds that were born 6 days apart.
Okay.
And
Brayden
that's
and
fun.
Breeze. Yeah.
That's fun.
Super fun.
Okay, I'm loving your shirt. Where is it from?
This is from Lena and Lane, which is my sister's closet.
Okay, do you know about their name change, the reason?
Well, we were kind of chatting about this previously, and Pete had run into them. We don't know exactly, but I guess there's a lot of My Sister's Closets, like different companies throughout the U.S. So being local in Spanish Fork, that name is okay. But when you start to go big, customer service, all those things start to become an issue.
Oh,
so good for them.
Okay, that's a perfect USA shirt.
I love it. And yours is darling.
Thank you. I stopped at Big Brat Boutique.
Okay.
This morning. I went in and I'm just like, I am just gearing up for July. I need some more red, white, and blue. So I found several things.
You did.
From hats to dressy shirts to the cutest t-shirt that says like 1776. It's just,
darling.
I could live in red, white, and blue all year.
Right, isn't it?
All year.
I know it's festive, but it's just fun colors.
Yes.
It just makes me happy.
Yeah.
This color
Me too.
choice. I need to get something for like next time our other filming at Reams. Like I need something fun. So I should maybe go stop by.
I don't know, because we also get a t-shirt from Reams.
Right. Yep.
So, okay, and you brought this book. I want to hear about it.
Yes, okay, so I just stopped by Stone Drug, and this sweet book was there, and it just caught my attention. And it was written by Liz Cheney. Is that who it is? Yep, Mrs. Cheney. Okay. And it's just so cute. It's the ABCs of America. And I thought she wrote it for her grandchildren. And so A is for America, the land that we love. And it just goes through the ABCs. But I love the little pictures. And I love how it teaches them. And it reminds me of those books, like the comic books.
Yeah.
Or the new ones that we were learning about. And so I think that all ages of my grandkids
C
will love
is for the Constitution, D is for the Declaration.
Right?
Oh, have you read the whole thing?
No, I just skimmed through it when I was in there and I was like, yeah, I have to have it. Even if it's for decor. But they love to come over and read a book, so I thought this would be a fun one.
Oh, I love that this one's teaching you how to fold the flag step by step.
Yep, and so many other little things.
Way to go, Stone Drug. That's a good one.
Love them so much.
Oh,
so
good.
yeah, that's a good one. You need it.
Good. I think I'm going to go snack
We need to do that.
Wow, well, we have a full lineup.
Yes, we do. It's the
Really
beginning
full.
of Fiesta Days, I
It
feel
is.
like, for us.
We're going to have a little summer, a little of Fiesta Days.
Here we go.
Good crew.
Yep.
I think
super
we're ready.
Excited. Let's go.
Okay, we have wonderful guests to talk with. Let's get the chatter started. It may be a little early to talk about back to school, but not when you're helping to support kids. And there is a big event coming up that will do just that. Let's welcome Chris Nelson to the table.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Chris.
Hello, Chris.
Thanks for being here.
No problem, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
When we were talking, we're like, back to school already.
I know,
But
right?
you're right. Like you have a lot of.
Yeah, I plan this a
organization.
year in advance. So
You do?
I do.
Oh my goodness. So you've
I
just been
do
ready.
the event. I take 2 weeks off and I start again.
That's about how we do Fiesta Days.
Yeah, right?
Well, Chris, before we dive too much into the event, will you just tell our viewers who is
Yes.
Chris Nelson?
So my parents own Postal Annex down here.
Okay.
We opened 3 years ago, almost 3 years ago on it. So it's over by Mountain Mike's Pizza, where Home Goods is.
Okay.
So it's basically a home office support center where we kind of do everything from passport photos to printing and designing jobs, which is what I do,
Okay.
to shipping things for people.
Can I take my Amazon
You
returns
can.
to you?
Yes, you
I've
can.
done that. Okay.
I know.
All right, a new place in town.
It is, right?
Yeah. So, is that what sparked you to
So-
want to do something like this?
Well, yeah, we feel like it's important to give back. So we started this the first year we opened. We opened in September. We did this a couple months later. So we started it and felt like there was a need in the community. Okay, my nephews have taken advantage of this program. I grew up very poor, didn't have a lot of things. And so basically what happens is the proceeds of this go to getting cabinets full of shoes into elementary schools throughout the community.
Cabinets full of shoes. So what does that look like? How do they get them?
We stock cabinets in schools specifically designed for kids who can't afford shoes.
Okay.
So they're able to, their teachers, staff, the counselors see the child needs shoes, they can go and grab a new pair of shoes for free.
Okay.
for the
And
kids.
is this in Spanish Fork schools
Spanish
or
Fork,
school district?
Spanish Fork. Right now it's in Spanish Fork and Mapleton.
Okay. Okay.
So we try and raise as much money to help as many schools and
Right.
kids as we can.
So this is what this event is. Tell us the name of
Yes.
this event and all
So
the
the
details.
event is called the Back to School Extravaganza.
I love the name.
I know, right? It is great because we center around the kids for the event.
Okay.
Okay, so in it, the kids can come get free back to school haircuts during the event this year. There'll be 5 barbers down there giving free back to school
Nice.
haircuts. While we will be doing tinsel hair for the girls, right? Since
popular.
right,
Yeah,
I know, I don't know anything about it, right? Don't have much hair on it. But also during the thing, there's going to be giant inflatables. So there'll be like
fun.
an 18-foot slide. There'll be an obstacle course. The kids can come and take their energy out, right?
Perfect.
At the event.
So they
on it.
come, and then people are paying to come into the event. Those
The event
funds
is
are
free.
Going, all of the event
is free for anyone in the community to attend. So it is on July 14th,
Okay.
down at River Bridge Event Center.
Okay.
Beautiful
So down,
setting.
it's a great setting. They've been great. They hosted us last year, so
Perfect.
it's been a great thing for them to do on it. But it's free. The only thing that people are paying for is if they want to get a $5 haircut, right? We ask for a donation, right?
Okay.
Because otherwise it's free
Okay.
for them, right?
Okay.
We figure $5 is a
Right.
great
Right.
amount for a haircut, right?
Totally. So how are you getting the funds to purchase the
So
shoes?
we got the funds through silent auctions. So that's where we raise the money for the event. So we have food trucks, but there's a bunch of silent auctions that are coming, including a Taylor Swift autographed guitar. If
For
you want to
reals?
go look at it during the event, as well
that
as
is
some
amazing.
autographed
That
other
alone should be a
memorabilia,
pull
right?
down there. Yes.
Right?
Ah, and that's just going to be a raffle?
Yeah, so we can't do raffles. It's going to be silent auctions.
Oh, so someone will pay for
Could
it.
pay for
Okay,
the guitar
okay.
Yeah,
and win
yeah,
it.
so can
Some
pay
lucky
for it,
person
right,
in Spanish
and get
Fork, we
it.
hope.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's
So
really awesome.
one good thing this year is we're doing carriage rides, horse-drawn carriage rides, so people can go get a horse-drawn carriage ride around the community for free.
Oh, for free.
Oh, that's fun.
All this
That's
for
fun.
free. I love that. So the
Yeah.
silent auction creates the funds.
Yep, and
to
the
get
funds then we
shoes.
use to get the shoes and then stock the cabinets.
Okay.
So it's just a
into the
good family
elementaries.
night. fun
Yeah, it's a great
place.
family night. It's on a Monday too, so.
And
which is
Cosmo's
great.
gonna be there?
Cosmo and the U will be there.
Oh, really?
See, my parents are BYU, I am the U.
Okay.
So I
you're
have to
getting
bring both.
Yes, that's
Right.
Oh
awesome.
my gosh, Chris, this is going to be fabulous.
So it's a fun event.
Okay, and what are the times on the 14th?
So it is from 4 to 8 p.m.
Okay.
Cosmo and the mascots are only going to be there from 6 to 8 p.m.
Okay, that's good
So
to know.
just a 2-hour window on it because they have other arrangements, right? So they couldn't
Yeah.
be there 4 hours.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks
You're
for sharing
welcome.
this.
My
This is-
pleasure.
This is just really cool. You have a lot of cool sponsors.
We
We'll
do.
put all those
That's
up on
where
the
we
screen.
did it. Yep.
Okay.
And
We
giving
appreciate
back.
all of our sponsors.
Okay.
Definitely.
Well, Chris, it's good to meet you.
Good to meet
Good
you
luck.
too. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Our next guests were recently crowned in our Little Miss Spanish Fork competitions. Let's welcome Caitlin Kill, the preteen queen, Maylee Anderson, the teen queen, and the teen service queen, Colleen Graham, to the chatter. Hi, ladies.
Hi.
Were you so excited to come on Studio Chatter?
Yes.
Or no?
So excited.
Little nervous.
You're a little nervous?
Yeah.
Don't be. You don't even have to look at the camera. You can just look at us and talk. That'll be easy.
I get nervous too. It's okay.
Oh, well, we want to get to know you guys.
Me too. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
We
And
wanna
tell
know,
us
like,
maybe your talent or something
like how
about
old
your
you are, and maybe what
family.
school.
Yes, school.
I go to Larson and I just turned 10 on June 16th.
Okay.
Yeah, and just barely. And I'm a really good dancer.
You're a really good dancer. I love it. Did you do lyrical or jazz?
I did ballet.
Ballet? That is hard. Toe shoes? Do you
Regular.
regular?
What age were you when you started dancing?
3.
That seems like the magical number to be a good dancer. You better start by 3.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a gorgeous smile. Love it. Okay, Maylee, what about you?
I'm 14 and I go to Spanish Fork Junior High. My talent was a lyrical dance to My Destiny, and it's actually the same song my mom danced to when she won Miss Spanish Fork, so it made it so special.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah,
Have you watched that?
actually I haven't.
I was going to
I've
say
seen
that
some
too.
photos, but I haven't seen the video.
Our producer could get you and your mom. Go back to 20. When was she with Spanish Fork?
2007.
2007. We need to get Diana Brandon. Yeah.
Did your mom choreograph it?
Yeah, she did.
Did she pull any of her moves that she used in her?
Well, I was going to start almost the same way, but then we ended up changing it, so I don't think there was any the same, but we should have done some the same.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And how many people in your family? How many siblings?
I have 2 siblings and then 3 counting me.
Okay, and you're the oldest?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes.
Thank you.
Colleen.
I'm 14. I go to Spanish Fork Junior High, and I sang Once Upon a December from Anastasia.
Oh, and you are the service queen.
Yes.
A lot of people are not going to know what is the service queen. So tell us, how did you get crowned the service queen?
Service Queen is when you collect the most food for Tabitha's Way. So I collected the most out of the teen category.
So what did that look like for you gathering that?
I went to multiple neighborhoods and I knocked on doors and asked if they had any canned foods to share, and we filled up my whole trunk and the back seat.
Oh my goodness. Do you know how many items you collected?
No.
Did they count them?
They count it, but they didn't tell us.
Put a whole car full. That's a lot.
And you all had to do that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my gosh, that's such a good service project. We love Tabitha's Way.
We sure do. Okay, so how did the competition, have you guys always wanted to be queens?
Yeah.
You have? Since you were dancing or even before then, like a princess?
Once I started pageants.
And how long have you done pageants for?
I started, my first pageant was Little Miss Spanish Fork, and I was a mini.
A mini?
How old were you?
I don't know.
You were Minnie?
Yeah.
Maybe
So is
like-
this your second crown?
3rd.
Third. Oh my gosh, she's
an
gonna take
expert.
over.
She
She's gonna
is.
take over.
Miss Spanish Fork to be. And
Wow.
Maylee, what about you?
I've just seen it my whole life, and I've always wanted to do it. And I was mini Miss Spanish Fork when I was 8, I think.
Okay.
So I've done it too.
So this is your second crown?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm guessing all three of you one day would love to wear the Miss Spanish Fork crown, right?
Yes.
This is kind of preparatory for you all to have that experience out on stage and serving, doing all the different things.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to ask, are you guys in any of the parades or just Fiesta Days?
We get to be in the Grand Parade and the Children's Day Parade.
Okay.
And then don't we do the light parade?
Oh, yeah. On Christmas, you're right.
She's sharp for a 10-year-old.
Do you go to any other city parades? Do you know?
I don't think so.
Just the Spanish Fork ones? Awesome. Do you get to do anything else throughout the week of Fiesta Days?
We go to the flag ceremony,
Okay.
and then we perform our talents in the park too.
Yeah.
And is that on the 24th of July?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. What are your guys's, would each of you share one of your favorite memories of Fiesta Days? Let's start over here with Colleen.
I haven't been in Spanish Fork very long, and
Okay.
we haven't participated in Fiesta Days a
Okay,
lot.
so is this going to be one of your first really involved?
Yes.
So this year could be one of
gonna,
her favorite memories.
Dive in.
Yeah.
Okay, let's hear what these guys love, and then maybe this will become one of your favorites.
I always loved when I was little having the Miss Spanish Fork and the attendants do my nails in the park. It was always so fun. And just
so sweet.
cute.
And
Yeah.
that'll be on Saturday, July 19th this year.
Right after the children's parade.
Yes. So what has been your funnest thing about Fiesta Days?
I don't know. I like it all.
Have you ever been to the rodeo?
Yeah. It's fun.
Have you been in the parade before?
Yeah.
Oh, what else? Have you been to the flag retirement ceremony
Yeah.
before? So you're really, you know it all, and then you just love
And
it
the
all.
fireworks. I'm always out of
Yeah.
town for the fireworks, and this year I'm going to be in town. Am I going to be excited? Is it going to be great? Have you guys been to that before?
Yeah.
Yeah? You like it?
Yes.
Okay, and I heard there's food trucks and music. Yes? Okay. I will be there this
Now,
time.
are you guys involved in the Miss and Mr. Extraordinaire?
Yeah.
Tell us about that. What is that?
It's the program. It's like a pageant for kids with adaptive needs, and so they all get a crown and a sash at the end, and they get to perform a talent and wear a dress and walk in it.
My goodness, I
so
love
cool.
that.
And that
how- yeah.
is during the week of Fiesta Days at the city park on the stage, right?
Yes.
Have you guys been involved in that one before? Or will this be new?
I go every year.
Okay. And you've been there too?
Yeah.
Oh, so you guys know. I'm so excited for you, Colleen, because this is going to be such a good experience for you, and you're going to be so involved.
What color dresses are you going to be wearing on the float? Do you know? Or that
I'm
week?
gonna have my dark green dress that I wore for the pageant.
Ooh,
Okay.
Pretty.
I'm getting a red dress because my one that I wore in the pageant was long and it's going to be very hot. So I got a short dress that's red.
Oh,
Good choice.
good move.
I don't know.
You haven't decided
So does
yet?
this mean you have a shopping trip in the future, or do you have some dresses in the closet that you can choose
I
from?
have a lot of dresses. And
Okay, so no shopping for you.
no.
Well, girls, this was fun. Do you have any questions for us or anything for our audience?
No.
Well, thanks
Should
for
we-
joining us.
For all the girls out there that want to be a princess or want to try a pageant, should they do it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, it's a plus. 2 thumbs up.
Thank you, and we'll see you all during Fiesta Days. Spanish Fork loves our rodeo, the action, the noise, the cowboys, and of course the rodeo queens. Let's welcome Rachel Whitehead, the 2025 Fiesta Days Rodeo Queen, to the table.
Hello, Rachel.
Hi, thank you guys for having me. I'm so
The true
excited.
official. Here we come. Fiesta
Are you ready?
I'm so excited.
Oh,
yeah.
good.
Okay, so we're just reading about this. You are from Spanish Fork.
Yes.
We get a local gal
Yes,
to
it's my
represent us.
hometown rodeo.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I've
Is this
been-
a dream?
Yeah, it's been a dream for so long, and I've been coming to this rodeo ever since I could walk or talk, and I've never missed a year, and so I'm super excited to represent the Fiesta Days Rodeo.
Tell us about you and your family. Like, how are you connected with the community?
Yeah, I'm the youngest of
Okay.
3 siblings. My parents are Doug and Nikki Whitehead, and I don't know, we love this rodeo this week. Literally for me, Fiesta Days, the week of Fiesta Days is like Christmas. I love it way more than Christmas.
Yep.
And I'm so excited to represent as the queen.
Did you graduate from Spanish Fork High School?
I'm gonna be a senior.
Oh.
So yeah,
So you're 17?
I'm 17.
Oh,
Yeah.
so proud of you.
And
That's
crazy.
So what is the age limit of the queens? I had no idea.
You can be 26. The oldest
Okay.
is 26, or until you're married or engaged.
Okay. So 16 up, or is it even younger than that?
Yeah, so 16 for Fiesta Days, you have to be 16 or older.
Okay.
So
Tell us, what did you need to do to prepare for this audition?
I've been preparing for the contest probably since January.
Okay.
And I just study everything under the moon. They have an interview during the contest, so I just try to study all of current events, current event in rodeo, personality questions. They ask a lot of personality questions. Just getting to know the rodeo that you're trying out for,
Okay.
everything.
What about animals?
Yeah,
Like, do you have to ride as part of the competition? Tell us about that part.
Yeah, so I try to keep my horse in shape throughout the year. They do a reining pattern in the competition, which is just showing maneuvers like spinning and figure eights and stops and everything like that. Speed changes, and so I'll be practicing with my horse, just making sure he has those abilities to go out and perform.
So you do an interview, and then you do reining. Anything else that you have to do?
Yeah, there's modeling. So you're in your leather dress and you're up on stage just
Do you
spinning
love
and
that?
modeling. I think it's so fun. Yeah.
I would love the dress up part.
Yeah.
Where on earth do you find a leather dress?
Right.
I have it custom made.
Of course, you all would have to.
Yeah.
And then do
Yeah.
you just add more bling to everything, like to your hat, to your belts?
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
Just bling on everything.
What color leather is your dress?
It's like a gold, like a neutral gold with some turquoise accents.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love every bit of that. Does it have like the little?
Yes, I have fringe coming down the sleeves and on the bottom.
Fun.
Yeah.
So out of all of those things, which was the scariest for you? Or were you even scared?
I don't know. I felt pretty confident going into the competition. I've done all that I could do to prepare. I think the most nerve-wracking was the speech. They do an impromptu speech where you go into your own room. You have 4 different prompts sitting in front of you, and you have to create like a 1.5, 2-minute speech and go out and present
From
it.
one of the 4. So everyone's not doing the same, so you can kind of pick the one you connect with.
Yes,
But
yeah.
You need to go now just talk publicly.
Yeah, so I've never done that in a contest before. This is my first year doing it, but I
And
felt
what
like
did
it went
it
pretty
have
well.
to do with? What was yours?
My theme that I chose was the Fiesta Days theme, actually, which is igniting tradition, sparking memories. And so I just talked about that, talking about my memories and traditions that I've had at the Fiesta Days Rodeo.
I love that. I sit on the Fiesta Days committee, and we're the ones that come up with the theme.
Yeah.
And so that's fun to hear that
Yeah.
you chose that theme to compete.
Yeah,
I love it.
I know, so fun.
Okay, so then how do you get ready for Fiesta Days? What does that entail? What do you have to do that week?
The week of Fiesta Days is pretty busy for us queens. Before, though, we are going to different rodeos promoting Fiesta Days. But during the rodeo week, we go at Slack, which most people don't know what that is.
No.
But Slack is where all of the extra cowboys and cowgirls will compete. So they only allow a certain amount of cowboys and cowgirls to compete in the actual rodeo, but all of the extras they draw to see where they perform. But all of the extras will perform at Slack in the morning, every morning before the rodeo. And so us queens are there helping to push the cows down the arena, and yeah. And then we just kind of hang out until then. Sometimes we'll go to the park, talk with everybody at Spanish Fork, the carnival.
Go
and
get you a
until the rodeo.
Texas Twister.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, just until the rodeo begins.
And do you have 2 attendants?
Yes.
And
yep.
where are they from?
One is from Morgan and one is from Genola.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
So not too far.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they'll come and go with you during those events and then just be here the whole week doing
Yep.
everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we all do everything together.
Awesome. One of my favorite things that you guys do is take the flags around the arena.
Yes.
I don't know why it's so
It's
powerful
so
and
fun.
majestic to see you take your horses and be able to maneuver that. Is that hard?
That's one of my favorite parts. It's definitely an arm workout when you
Oh, I
catch
bet.
the wind, but it's so fun. And your horses have to be very, like, they have to be sensitized to it.
I
so
bet. Because hearing that wave and then just one-handed, basically.
yeah, it's
you're
super
saying.
loud and big and flappy.
That's
so.
just cool.
Yeah.
Oh, my
It's about
goodness.
is it the Winter Queen?
Yeah,
Or
the
Little
Diamond
Group?
Fork Winter Series Queen.
Winter Series
Okay.
Queen. Tell us all about that.
So her name's Bellamy Davis,
Okay.
but she is also from Genola. She's my second attendance sister, which is really cool.
Oh, fun.
And we mentor that queen. She represents the Diamond Fork Riding Club, and they put on a Winter Series rodeo throughout the winters. There's 5 of them, and we mentor her throughout the whole year. And I actually had the opportunity of being the Diamond Fork
I was
queen.
just going to ask that.
Yeah.
So cool. So then those are winters, so that's going along like from when to when?
Yeah, I think it's from November to February.
Okay.
So
But then she's involved with just Fiesta Days, or are there other things she's involved with during the summer months?
she'll come to all of the rodeos with us
Okay.
throughout the summer months to represent her rodeo. And then I'm not sure exactly what she does during Fiesta Days. I know she helps with slack, but
And how old is
yeah.
she?
She is 15.
Okay, so not a lot younger than you.
Yeah.
And what is that age limit? Is that just preteen and teen?
Yeah, it's just 15 and younger.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
That's
doesn't
awesome.
really have an age limit.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about your horse. Do you just have one or do you have 2, and what's her name?
Yeah, I actually have 10 horses.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Oh my
our
goodness.
family has,
Lucky.
Our family has a lot of horses, yeah. But I take one around with me throughout the whole rodeo. His name is Goose. And if you've ever seen Top Gun, you know that Goose is Maverick's best friend and his wingman. And I think that Goose is my best friend and wingman. And he's the one that actually taught me everything, like my confidence in riding. And we've just gone through so much together. And yeah, I love him so much.
I love that. I love how you lit him.
No,
When you start talking
he's my
about him.
favorite. I love him.
Because without a horse, you couldn't be a rodeo queen,
Exactly.
right?
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh,
2
there's
together.
so much to look forward to. Just
Yeah.
enjoy it. It's
I'm
a
so
full week.
excited.
And we say it's a full week because the rodeo is 5 nights, but just leading up to it, you're busy. It's going to be exhausting, but so much fun.
I'm so excited. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited for
Yeah,
you.
it's about the
Thank
Cowboys,
you.
but it's about the Queens those nights too. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, Rachel, we'll let you get back to roping and all
Reining
of that.
and
All
yes,
reining, all of that.
mentoring.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
What's big and green and really rather ugly? Well, the Spanish Fork Community Theater will bring the story of Shrek to life during Fiesta Days. Let's welcome Davy Burton and Aubrey Hyatt to the program.
Hello.
Oh, Shrek and Fiona, Princess Fiona. Yes.
Your Majesty. Yeah.
We love our community theater. Number
Oh my
one, right?
gosh,
We
it's
love
so
it.
good.
Yes.
So fun.
But introduce yourselves and then we'll get to the Shrek of it.
Yeah, I want, while you're introducing, tell us a little bit about your theatrical background too.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm Aubrey Hyatt. I play Princess Fiona. A little bit about my background. So I did like musical theater and drama all growing up. Through high school, community theater was always a huge part of my life. And then after high school, I actually ended up doing a master's program in school psychology. So that kind of took me away.
Interesting. Okay.
From musical theater for a bit, but it's something that I've started to kind of reintegrate myself into. I was able to do Payson Community Theater's Night on Broadway last year, and so that was kind of a cool thing to help dip my toes back in the water
Okay.
and get back into the musical theater scene. But
I bet this is a
Yeah.
really good escape. Are you working in the school psychology?
yeah, so I'm a school psychologist in Nebo School District. So
This is your fun.
So
Yes.
yeah, this is like
Yes.
a really creative outlet for you then, I bet.
yeah. So this is like my passion and something that I
Oh,
can do
fun.
during the summers. Yeah, it's great.
Oh, welcome
So-
back to the theater.
Well, thank
Yes.
you.
Davey.
Hi, I'm the big green ugly one. Yeah,
So mean.
it's okay. Well, I mean, compared to Aubrey, you know, who isn't.
Beautiful green.
Thank you. But yeah, this is my first time with Spanish Fork Community Theater, and I've been really impressed. Everybody just working so hard and So good.
Good,
I've
good.
done lots of stuff. I mean, I'm 46 years old and I've been performing since I was a baby. You know,
way.
my first performance was the Little Monkeys jumping on the bed. I would sing to my mom while she changed my didiaper. And I think I've
She
been.
knew from there. She has
She
got
knew you
it.
had something.
I was just always in every, elementary school, middle school, high school, and out through college, and done a couple professional things, some commercials and things like that.
Okay.
But yeah, not as much. We've got 5 kids now. We run a business in Springville, my wife and I, and so to
you're
get a
busy.
chance, but to sneak away and put my ogre face on
Okay.
is
Your
fun.
passion.
Yeah, I want to
Yes.
start with that. So, are you going to paint yourself, or are you wearing a mask? And
Yeah.
will the beard stay or go?
Yeah, so yes,
That's a good question.
yes.
Okay, yeah. So many.
It's kind of a really cool process. Hannah, our makeup and hair person, is amazing. And a few weeks ago, I had a beard that was like down to here. My kids were really sad to see it go. But we did a makeup test, and the beard has to go. So it's kind of this rubber full head
Okay.
thing that goes over here and then leaves all this open.
Oh, okay.
So this has the iconic Shrek horns, or their
Okay.
ears, I guess. So everyone expects to see that.
Yes.
Yeah.
That Shrek look.
Okay.
And then they'll paint my face green, and then there's a big nose and some cheek stuff that goes to it to add to the ugly,
Okay,
to make
so
it
The
even
beard
more.
is a prep.
Yeah.
Prepping to go all the way.
Yeah.
Well,
Are you
so
kind of
sad.
sad?
Gotta go. I'm sad to see it go. Like, my
But
wife
you can
likes
grow
it too.
that
It'll
pretty
come back
fast.
in time for Santa Claus season.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, they do
perfect,
Santa
perfect.
Claus.
And to have a major role is just amazing. Have you always
Yeah.
wanted to do this sort of character, or?
Yeah, in fact, this is one of my dream roles. I've got a list of about 5 or 6 on the short list. I've got to play a few of them. Don Quixote and Man of La Mancha was one of those. But Shrek is up there because it's just such a meaty role. Yeah, funny.
Later on, I'm going to
sad.
make you do the accent.
Okay.
Right?
There's some
Shrek
great
aside.
songs too. I mean, everyone's familiar with the movie, but the musical, of course, tells the same story, but gets a little deeper. Has some gorgeous music, and it's just also a lot of fun.
So, I want to go back in time. When were tryouts? Is that what they're called? Tryouts?
Yeah, like tryouts or
Auditions?
auditions.
Auditions.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm like, tryouts doesn't sound right. When were auditions? And then how quickly have you had to ramp up? Like, how often are you practicing?
Yeah, so it was end of April, right? So like the last 2
Right,
weeks in April,
April.
we did auditions and then callbacks, and then pretty quickly after callbacks and when the cast list came out, we started.
Okay.
Like the next day,
Yeah,
right?
it was. Yeah, it was
Jumped right
really
in.
quick. So, and we've been
Okay.
doing rehearsals. I feel like we do rehearsals Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night, and then Saturday mornings. So it's pretty.
So, okay, and is that like for 4
Consistently.
hours or just more like how long are you rehearsing?
It depends on who's called and what scene they're doing, but anywhere from 2 to 3 hours.
Okay.
And of course, as we approach the start of the show, it'll get a little longer.
Yeah.
You just get the lines and you just go home and memorize them. How does that even happen? I can't even imagine that. Or do you do it more like a conversation? Like, how does your mindset do that?
Yeah, a little.
A little both, I think. I think it's helpful to run through the scene. So we do what's called blocking, and we'll like walk through what we're going to do during the scene. We run through it, and then the expectation is the next time we meet, that scene that we've already blocked is memorized. So we'll go home and we'll kind of get it down.
So do you
But-
make your spouse like be the other person
Yeah.
a lot of times?
Yeah.
Yeah, my husband's like, I'm done. This is no, it's good.
Call your mom.
My kids have been helping me.
I was
run
going
the
to say, I
line.
bet your kids love
Yeah,
practicing with that.
yeah,
I did
they
some
loved it.
one time with Dad.
Yeah, it's fun to kind of involve them and everything.
Go around the
so.
house talking like Shrek.
Yeah, and they'll quote the show, and they've watched the movie a lot. And
Fun, fun. So tell us, where will it be this year? Will it be at Spanish Fork High?
yep,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
The new
it's
theater.
the brand
The
new
space.
auditorium.
Yeah, it's
It's
super
great.
exciting.
And
yeah,
what are
it's
the
beautiful.
dates?
So it is.
If you need a reminder.
I know.
Oh yes.
July 17th through the 26th. So we have
Okay.
a few like evening shows and then some matinees,
Matinees.
as well to accommodate a lot of different schedules.
And
so.
I'm guessing it's going to be a kid family friendly show,
Yes.
right? It's a
Yeah.
great family
Yeah.
event.
Yeah.
We've
Okay.
got a huge cast of kiddos too, so we've got a lot of younger kids who are part of the cast, and it's just a really fun time.
Yeah,
So
they're with
all
their family,
ages.
even some whole families,
Yeah,
mom
some
and dad
whole
and
families
kids.
are part of it. Yeah.
So,
That is
yeah.
really great. And Fiona, how did you get this part? Were you
Oh
going
my
for Fiona
goodness.
the whole time?
Fiona's also been like Davey has his list. I feel like all us theater people have like a list of roles
you?
that we're like, okay, like I hope one day I can do that. So I was scrolling through Instagram and saw that they were doing auditions for Shrek, and my husband was like, you have to do this. This is something that's like been on your bucket list forever. So yeah, it was kind of like, it sounds cheesy. It's like a dream to play, this role. It's exciting.
Yeah,
cool.
we find that a lot, that they really are, like, that drew me to this, and I was actually made for the role, if I could say that. Like, I feel like maybe you guys feel that way in a little bit.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Sweet. Okay, so I'm going to ask you guys, would you do a little impromptu something for us?
I think we need to hear the accent.
The accent.
Yeah.
All right, well, we have an actual Scotsman that's been working with me on this. His name is John, and he's the real deal, right? And he's helping me unearth the layers of the onion. Yeah. So props to John. But yeah, it's fun, you know, because I grew up watching Mike Myers, you know, Scottish, yeah, everything. Head, pants now. Anyway, I don't know, what's a good Shrek thing to say? Get off my land! What are you doing in my swamp?
Oh my God!
Already loving.
Okay,
That is perfect.
We are going.
I don't think I could just pick up an accent.
Oh no,
Never.
I barely can speak English.
Yeah, me too. Okay,
struggle with that, too.
Fiona, give us a
Oh
little
my
something.
goodness. I'm trying to think of like what would be a good portion to do. Because she has like her princessy stuff, and then she has
does.
her
And
more,
then she gets
more
sass.
ogre, like sassy.
Has layers too.
I have layers, yeah.
Let's hear the ogre one to match this, Mr.
The
Ogre.
ogre one? Okay. Maybe before I think you got you beat. So like, there are things you don't know, you know, about me, about how rough I had it. Something like that.
cushy tower of yours.
Cushy, are you kidding?
Oh my gosh, you guys, this made me so excited.
Yeah, and I haven't, like, Shrek has been a minute since it's been on screen.
Yeah.
But my grandkids have started watching, like, all the oldies, so this will be fun.
Oh, it will
Once
be
again,
so
we like
fun.
to take our grandkids to it.
Yeah, they'll love
Whole
it.
family.
Thanks for being part of Fiesta Days. I hope our viewers are like sold. They're going to come to this.
Yes, come see it. It'll be so fun.
And our viewers, you can look in the Fiesta Days magazine or our city's website for all the dates and times and prices. And we hope to see so many of our
Right.
residents there supporting you. Because you guys are putting so much time and energy and love into this part. Thank you.
Thank you. It's been
Yep.
fun.
Shrek and Princess Fiona. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for
you.
having
It's been
us.
fun.
Yeah.
We may give our bodies a little tune-up or a workout, but what do we do for our mind and emotions? Let's welcome Karen Lee and Jen Stobart from Course Counseling to the chatter for some direction. Welcome.
Thank you for having us.
We're
so glad
excited
to be here.
We're so excited. So our producer Pete Hansen and I were at your recent ribbon cutting with the Chamber of Commerce. By the way, it was beautiful. Like the aesthetic there is so calming and inviting. Like the setup, you've nailed it.
Yeah.
And you're
that was the
located
idea.
just right here in Spanish Fork, which I'll let you tell more about it. But we just thought we need to get you guys in studio chatter. So Karen, do you want to tell us a little bit about you? And then we'll move over here and let's find out, like, who are you?
Yes. Well, we're so excited to set up our business in Spanish Fork. It's really conveniently located just south of Costco. So I was born and raised actually in Spanish Fork. So I've been here a long time. My dad started a business here in 1975. My husband did in 2004. And then Jen and I started our business just a few years ago.
That's awesome how it's kind of like
yes.
just come right down.
I know, just
Layer
being
down steam.
entrepreneurs and providing really just exceptional care and service to people that we love in our community. So.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm Jen Stobart, and I'm a licensed clinical social worker, so is Karen, and we are the co-owners of Course Counseling. And so I have a huge passion for just mental health in general and just overall wellness. I grew up in Delaware, so on the East Coast.
Oh my goodness. I
Yeah.
love having you here.
Yeah. So Oh, lots of reasons. Yeah, brought us here. But so I just grew up right between the Atlantic Ocean, so the beach, and some big cities. And then we had the chance to move here almost 15 years ago.
Oh, okay.
So my husband, 5 kids, traveled across country, came out here, and we have fallen in love with Utah. We love
A
it
lot
here.
of people do, and Spanish Fork in general. Like, we're
Yes.
such a great community, right?
Yes.
So
This
tell
is a
us
great
why.
community.
What's the need for mental and health wellness here?
Yeah. Well, I think the stigma is starting to dissipate about
agree.
Yeah, about
do.
getting mental health services, and it's a really great thing to see. In fact, I think people might find this interesting that my parents are in their 80s now. But what drew me to mental health counseling in the first place is when we were younger kids and we were fighting like crazy, they took us to family therapy.
They did?
Back in the
That was not a thing back then, I don't
Back
think.
then.
No.
So I
Right,
love that I was kind of raised by parents who said, let's use all of our resources. You know, my dad was a pharmacist. Let's use that resource. And they utilized therapy as well. And so I just kind of grew up knowing this is something we can do. Yeah.
Wow, that's so
That's
cool.
what drew you maybe to that avenue of careers.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
cool. And what about you, Jen?
Yeah. So my why is really personal. And so my sister actually, unfortunately, attempted to take her own life. And so I was really unsure how to navigate that. And so I really wanted to learn more about just mental health and how to help people when they feel stuck, not to be stuck in that kind of place ever again. And so my passion lies really deep in that space, to just help people navigate life in general whenever they feel stuck, not just in a space of suicidality, but whatever that stuckness looks like for them.
Because most of the time we
Love
can
it.
get unstuck. Just give it a minute, right?
Yeah.
And you're
Or
gonna
the right
Or just some
tools or the
coping
right
skills.
people.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Making connections helps.
Yeah. I think that we live maybe in a culture, and maybe it's just worldwide, right? But put up that fence, put up that smile, and it's okay, right?
Yeah.
You deal with those problems at home, and then when you go outside, then you're all okay and happy. And that just can sometimes, I recently have been going to some therapy and counseling as well, but it's like your bucket gets full, right? And eventually you have to dump that out or go through it a little bit and sift it through
Yeah.
to keep staying whole and well.
Absolutely.
And it's okay. Like we used to not talk about it, you're right.
Yeah.
But more and more it is.
Yeah.
Tell us about your specific clinic. Like, what would set course counseling apart from someone else? Like, why would we want to choose course counseling?
And what does course counseling mean? That course.
Yes. Yeah.
Great question.
So we named it course counseling because the idea is chart your course and navigate that. Like you are at the helm of your own life and your own ship. And we really want to just be your co-captain
beautiful.
and help you kind of just navigate. Sometimes it's just a little tiny shift, right? That can take you in a whole different direction.
Okay.
And so that's why we named it that, is to help people navigate kind of those rough waters.
Yeah.
And like smooth it out, get to a good shoreline, you know, and
I love
see
that.
that hopeful horizon that's just ahead.
Because I was thinking course, like a book, a whole course. But I love it more. It's a journey.
Yeah, to navigate your course or to get back onto course. Yeah.
So what do you guys, how many counselors do you
what things
have?
do you
When are you
offer there?
available? Yes.
Yeah, we have a team of 10 therapists, all incredible therapists. And we see clients who are between the ages of 6 and 106, right?
Okay.
We see individuals, couples, families. Right now we have a group going, a teen skills group through the summer that meets on Tuesdays at 11. And that has been, I think, great to offer to our community, and 2 of our therapists help facilitate that.
I think that that's great. I think the teens need it even more.
Oh, absolutely.
Or as much as anyone
Yes.
else. But
yeah,
yes.
we all need it.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
With the
but
world
it's
that we
great
live
for
in.
them in the summer to kind of bridge that gap when their school counselors maybe aren't available and things like that.
Right.
So, yeah.
So if someone is interested in looking into course counseling, I would think you just get on the website, and then do you just see if is my insurance? I'm sure that's a big thing. Is how much
Yep.
is this going to cost? Am I covered by my insurance? But then, how do I choose the therapist that's right for
Yes.
me? Is that all on the website?
Great question. So we take most major insurances.
Okay.
So just give us a call. We probably take yours. And if you need like a reduced fee, we have a couple therapist interns. So they just charge a lower rate. And so we don't
works
want to
out.
turn people away. We want to help out.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is the
Yeah.
average cost of a session? Just so
Usually just your
people know.
copay, right?
Oh, my
so it's going to be
goodness.
like $25 or $30, whatever.
Or
your
sometimes
copay is.
even free, right? Some insurances pay 100% for therapy.
So look into that.
Yeah.
Should.
Yes,
I think we pay for
absolutely.
medication, we pay for hospital stays. Why is not mental health, wellness?
That's also
same
got
thing.
to be
Yes.
Right.
A lot of times it
Development.
is though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another thing that makes us unique is that Karen and I meet with all of our new clients. So if you call in and you say, hey, I want to make a session or I want to set up an appointment, right, to meet with a therapist, either Karen or I will meet with you for free for 15 minutes to help learn a little bit about your story, the challenge you might be experiencing, and then we will help you find the right fit within
so
our
it's not
team.
just up to me looking at everyone's bio.
Yeah, you can
online.
if
Yes,
you want,
that's
but
an
also
option.
we're happy to meet with you.
Okay,
And just kind
okay.
of help find the right fit for your schedule and for your needs.
Okay. What's your favorite thing about doing this?
Oh, so many things.
It's just rewarding to kind of be in that really like, it's just an honor to be in that space with people when they're being very brave and kind of bearing their soul, honestly.
Right.
Yeah.
That's scary and vulnerable.
Yes, but watching people shift and change and evolve into their best version of themselves is something so beautiful, right? It's
How do you
definitely
not
my
carry
favorite part.
that? I mean, I'm a carrier of things, but how do you let go of that and find that strength to keep doing
I
it?
do that because I really believe in the people that I talk to. And so I'm like, I believe in you. Like, you've got this.
Yeah.
That's how I do it, is I have hope in their abilities, their skills. I feel like they're empowered when they meet with us.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, same. That same thing of we know people are struggling, and so if we just keep those challenges out there and we don't talk about them, then those challenges just grow and get bigger. But when they come in, they meet with us, right? Things start to shift and change, and life gets better. Yeah.
So can you prescribe medication, or how does that work if you find someone that maybe needs a little bit of both?
Yeah, we would work with their referring doctor.
Okay.
And so their doctor would prescribe, and then we just kind of make sure we're good teammates with the doctor, and we'll kind of be like, okay, how's that working for you? And we can talk to the doctor if the client wants us to.
Okay.
And so yeah, we just are good teammates.
Yeah.
I would love to know, like, if I'm going to therapy, am I going weekly, every other week, short term, long term? Does it just depend on the individual? Tell us more.
Yeah, it does depend on the individual. And so we meet with, of course, the client and we figure out what is happening in their life,
Okay.
right? What are their needs? Typically, we would say, yeah, you do come in at first every single week, and then that starts to spread out.
Okay.
We always say you hire a therapist to fire a therapist. You don't always maybe need a therapist in your life,
maybe.
right?
Yeah.
So you fill your toolkit, you start to feel better, and then you maybe don't need a therapist anymore.
Or if the one that you went to and you thought was going to work isn't working, you just kind of shift over to someone else.
Yeah.
Like, you can make this whatever's best for your situation.
Yes,
Because if
yeah.
someone does kind of like move on from therapy, but then let's say 3 months, 1 year down the road, they still are like, oh, I want to meet with that person that I know and love. That's okay. Call again, and we'll get you in again.
Yes, and come back. It's a revolving door.
Yeah.
Well, before we say goodbye, is there any last words of advice or anything that you'd like to leave our viewers with?
Yeah, well, we'd just love you to reach out to us. CourseCounseling.com is our website.
Okay.
We have a great, thriving Instagram, so course_counseling. You can follow us for just psychoeducation, for messages of hope. And so we'd love to just stay connected with the community.
Well, thank you. Thanks for being
Yes,
here.
thank
And best
you.
of luck.
Yeah,
Bringing
thank
your
you.
peaceful, calm serenity. I can feel it. Yeah.
I know, I can
Thank
too.
you. We appreciate you guys. Thanks for what you
Thanks
do.
for having
Yeah.
us.
What a crowd. What did we learn today, Anne?
We had such a crowd.
They just were like,
Amazing.
wow.
Right. We didn't need a third co-host.
No.
We needed space for these guests.
There were a lot.
There
I felt
were a
like we
lot.
had a lot of guests today.
I'm going to say a standout for me was Shrek. When he went into his character and spoke with that accent, I was all in.
Okay,
I was in love.
Yeah, I'm thinking, okay, I'm for sure going to go see Shrek.
I know. And you have been doing good at that. I haven't. Our family's kind of been all over the place. I want to ask the kids when is the night that I could take them.
And maybe don't take everyone.
No.
Take one or two.
Right. Whoever could like sit through it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the 5+ maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was darling.
That was fun. And these little misses, oh my gosh.
They were
This little
amazing.
10-year-old sitting here, Caitlin,
Right.
by me, She was smart as a whip.
Yeah, I imagined her interview like we were talking about, amazing, and then we heard her dance. And I'm a really good dancer, and I was like, and she is.
She is
amazing.
confidence. Yeah.
Maylee,
Very fun.
Colleen, all of them. And then our rodeo queen.
I know, it's so cool that she's from Spanish Fork.
I did not know that. I thought you had to be from the local community, I guess, to be that
I don't
queen,
think
but
I
you
realized
don't.
that till a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Like last year was St. George, the year before that was Wyoming.
And can you imagine those families coming into town for all that?
And you're pulling your horse trailer and just doing all the
Right.
things. So,
But she was Darlene.
yeah, and that she's a junior, going into
junior.
her senior year.
Yeah, and all that they do. I don't know. I want their outfits. It reminds me of Yellowstone. Like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like we need Studio Chatter Fiesta Day outfits.
There we go. Maybe
Right?
the next episode.
Let's do it.
We'll see.
Some fringe, maybe
Yeah.
at Reams.
Yeah, I can't wait for our next episode. I will say, and you're probably going to agree, Reams truly is one of our favorite
It's our
episodes. of the whole
favorite
year.
episodes. We love it. Along with treats.
What is it? Made fresh daily. Oh, handles. Guess what? I haven't.
What?
I haven't eaten dinner.
Either of
There you go. There's dinner.
Pete.
Ooh, what flavor did he get
Some
us?
for us, okay?
I'm gonna drop that right there.
Yep.
Ooh, I'm excited to see what.
Is it Fiesta Days?
Oh my! What is it? It's a
Birthday?
It's birthday cake.
Oh.
for the.
I was going for the idea of red,
July-
white, and blue.
yep.
There's some green in there. and other kind of
Okay.
colors.
And America's birth?
Yep.
The 4th of July?
4th of
okay.
July birthday.
Uh-huh. The birth of Utah, the 24th.
So we're filming this before the 4th of July, but this will be
Yes.
played through the 4th of July. So Angie, do you have any 4th of July plans?
We actually do. Of course, I grew up in Provo, so that's where my heritage with these holidays began. But we will do the parade and go early and save the spot.
Like early as in the night before?
Like 4 a.m. They can start saving at 5.
Okay.
Where we sit. So we know these people. We go and give them treats a couple days before and then take their driveway spot. So we'll do that. Go to my
Okay.
sister's for barbecue and swimming. And then
Handel's
fireworks.
ice cream. Oh,
And
thank
then what
you.
about you, Stace? Are you doing anything?
Well, you know, for the last 10 years, we've kind of done a little 4th of July trip, just my husband and I.
Yes.
And we had our Delta Companion Pass that is about to expire. So we booked a flight to Spokane, Washington, and we're driving over to Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Have you been?
I have not been, but Rhett's aunt lived there and amazing, gorgeous. I mean, she loved it. And why are you going there?
It's just been on my bucket list. Oh, this
Okay.
is good, Pete.
It is.
This tastes like birthday.
I thought it was going to be like
Oh, it tastes
too
like
sweet
cake mix.
cake batter, right? Mm-hmm. Cake batter. So what are you going to do there in
So I'll
Coeur
have to
d'Alene?
report back. Okay. We were driving home from a weekend away last night, and I told my husband I downloaded the Chat GPT app.
You did. Okay, good
So
girl.
I downloaded it. I said, I'm going to ask it, because I play with it minimally.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to ask it to be a travel agent and plan our trip. So I just opened it up and I just said, pretend you're a travel agent, plan a 4-day trip to Coeur d'Alene, Idaho over the 4th of July for 2 of us.
Right. So yeah, Mel totally used Gronk. It's another like AI app, and she planned our whole summer bucket list. And she'd just keep like saying something, and it would tweak it just enough. Like, no, we live in Spanish Fork area, and it's amazing. So
And it's
cool.
called Gonk.
Gronk.
Gronk.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, this was pretty cool. It gave, do this in the morning, we'll eat here for breakfast, do this, and it's like an activity, go here for lunch, and then another activity for the afternoon, and then go here for dinner. And one of the suggestions was there's a floating restaurant on the Lake Coeur d'Alene, and you take a boat out to this restaurant to eat. And so then I got on and booked it.
Oh, see, it makes it easy. That's what us old people need.
Oh.
It's like a free travel agent.
So much so. Yeah.
You'll have to tell us how
Yeah,
that
I'm
goes. That'll be
excited.
awesome. Who else? We had the course counseling.
Oh my gosh.
And you
Angie?
found them, right?
Well, Pete and I went to their ribbon cutting. Their office is so soothing. It's in really light colors. You just feel, it just feels light. And I'm sure people go into their session with heavy things on their heart, on their mind, carrying the weight of the world. And I just think the environment is just very inviting.
I love that.
Yeah.
Sometimes those offices feel so sterile, or like they haven't worried about like the feel,
Yes.
right? But I love when I do that. I immediately walk in. I was like, okay, my soul is already calming.
Yes, and you feel like you're in a safe place.
In a
Yeah,
safe place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
They just seem like awesome people. Really great.
Well, Angie, we are about to enter the best month of the year.
Here we go.
July 4th, 24th, so many fun things.
Julying Christmas.
Okay, well, I guess I'll see you in a couple weeks at Reams.
Okay, let's
Western
do
Outfitters.
it. Here we come, Whitney Lusk. My favorite.
Thanks for being here with us. We hope you've enjoyed the conversation. If you've learned something new, please tell a friend about us.